I'm drawing 500 portraits in one day. Not because I want to create perfect art, but to finally let go of my perfectionism. I am a professional artist indeed, and after working for 15 years, I realized that I have a problem. I've trained myself to obsess over every single line. And I know it makes sense to say, why do this in one day? Just take your time. But that's the point! I need to challenge myself in order to break this obsessive habit. So I'm doing this challenge now because I'm on the verge of burnout from overcomplicating my tasks. And if anybody needs a challenge like this, it is I. First of all, I need an album with acid-free paper, and I chose as my medium the markers, which I have of plenty. Now I'm gonna tape this album to the table so that it doesn't move, and we'll get nice time-lapse footage.
And as I'm preparing, I am bracing myself morally for this entire ordeal that is going to last 12 hours. So starting in the morning at about 11:40 a.m. is a pretty good idea.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go! And we begin. First face being registered on paper. And gotta let go of any preconceived notion of how perfect this should be. I want to make everything perfect, but I need to let go.
Perfectionism is tearing so apart.
Yep, I need to look
You're tearing me apart, Lisa!
The first one is done already, on time, by a little bit faster than I've expected.
Now, to make sure that I am going to be on time in terms of delivering this project in one day, I've placed securely this telephone right next to the album for me to be able to actually time each and single page and each and single portrait appropriately. And as you can see, I'm trying to draw these portraits in a way where they are smoothly transitioning from one position to another. There's a reason for it that you're going to see at the end of the video. But for now, let's enjoy this show.
So, you've drawn thousands of faces. You've trained your wrist, your eyes, your style. But have you trained your mind?
Wait, who said that?
You may know how to draw, but after years of living inside sketchbooks, can you still solve a logic puzzle? Can you still calculate a simple equation? Or has your brain turned into a ball of graphite?
You dare question this brain? So yeah, I've been actually leveling up my brain recently. And besides me drawing all day, I've been diving into topics that I've always wanted to learn, such as computer science and logic. And after trying a few platforms here and there, I found the one that made it click. Brilliant, which is today's sponsor. Brilliant is basically a fun, hands-on way to learn math, science, computer science, and more without you falling asleep 5 minutes in. Every lesson is interactive, visual, designed to make you think, not just memorize. I've been using it to brush up on my programming and problem solving, and it honestly has become a part of my daily routine, a bit of a brain warm-up before diving into drawing hundreds of faces. If you're someone who loves figuring things out visually, especially if you're a creative type like myself, Brilliant is perfect! It's like sketching ideas in your head, only using code and logic instead of pencils. You can try Brilliant free for 30 days using my link, or scan the QR code somewhere on the screen, and if you decide to stick with it, you'll get 20% off an annual premium subscription. Okay, let's get back to drawing.
Soso is on the bathroom break, but time is running out. Did you wash your hands?
Yes, they're wet.
Now, while this process is going, I'm trying to also switch up the style and also the types of markers that I'm using throughout this process just for the fun of it.
So, I'm already on page 49, and we thought that what if we would ask our audience to add their suggestions in terms of what sort of face it should I draw next?
So while Soso can't stop drawing, I'm gonna pop the phone and film the story and just see what kind of answers we're gonna get. I think it's gonna be interesting, but we also might be digging ourselves into a hole and making this challenge for Soso 10 times more difficult. But what do you think? Should we still do it?
I mean, it can be a bit more challenging, but I think doing these live suggestions is going to help me further to overcome my overthinking issues. So I'll be more loose.
Like this guy?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's a loose goose with a little mustache appearing on his face.
Yes.
Okay, the story's ready. Let's upload it. Yeah, I do like these guys. They're pretty fun. So let's see what you come up with.
And as we wait for the responses to come in, I am trying to find ways to shift this character into different shapes and also different species for some reason.
Okay, we got a few suggestions.
What do we have?
I'm gonna read some of them out loud to you.
Yes, please.
We have Zorro.
Oh.
We have a Beetle Man, similar to Spider-Man, but a beetle. We have a Make Some Faces Extremely Disgusted, cause why stop here? Steve Harvey. We have a face that knows it's a portrait itself and realizes that it doesn't have any kind of feelings, so it's sad.
Oh.
But if it doesn't have any feelings, how is it sad?
Oh my gosh!
Explain yourself.
Paradoxics, man.
Manuel. We also have Luffy from One Piece, or Kuma from One Piece. A drag queen, that could be fun. A ball.
A what?
A ball.
A ball.
Yes, there are definitely quite a lot of suggestions. So yeah, the bar has been raised, but also the challenge is gonna be more fun.
Oh yeah, baby! All right, let's see how I'm going to shift from the long boys into the aristocratic human being with very fancy features, then slowly transitioning into Walter White. Now from here, I want to make him a ball of a creature, from which obviously we're gonna have to turn into Luffy. This is a fun process for me to also see how I can shift these characters from one to another. And again, this will all make sense by the end. And I think I'm gonna finish off with this one. I love the prompt. The lip-biting, flirting, smug-looking face with a Roman nose. My goodness, a very specific
Is that you?
Maybe.
Oh my goodness.
The Roman nose is becoming a Roman nose now.
Yes, that's side-eye, bruh.
Yeah, of course, of course. Julius Caesar.
Forgotten Riz cousin.
Rizius Maximus. Here I'm gonna make him close his eyes. Just go crazy.
Oh man, he's feeling it. Oh my goodness. This man. I think this was a good end to submissions.
Truly.
What do you think now?
It's time to go speed mode. And by that, I mean actually trying to exceed the time limit that I've set up for myself, which was 1 minute per portrait. In my mind, I'm thinking that is going to help me to focus more on the last few pages in terms of detailization. Oh man, 110 pages are done with 4 drawings on each. That makes 440 portrait sketches. So I only have 15 pages to complete, and I just remembered that when I told a friend of mine about this challenge, he suggested to me a genius idea that if I need to speed up the process, I could use both of my hands. So let's try it out and see how it works. All right, we'll do this ambidextrously, so we'll see. Everything that I do with my right hand, hopefully my left is gonna copy.
Have you ever done this before?
Nope. But it's kind of hold on, what the heck is happening? Okay, this is very strange. I'm not really looking. I'm kind of just like, oh snap. I need to like look at both hands simultaneously, and then it kind of...
Did you just discover that you can do this?
To some extent. I don't think this counts. Like, I mean, it's pretty mirrored. What, does this count?
This is, nah, not to be rude, but I just think that like from this guy to this.
Let me try this one more time and spend a little bit more time. I'll see. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Okay, this is... Holy snap. Oh no. For whatever reason, I'm doing it worse right now. No, you need to actually like practice this. This is kind of insane. No matter how, if I even slow down, like it kind of becomes worse, the process.
It almost looks like a person is looking into the mirror and seeing like worst version of itself.
Yeah, it is sort of a broken version of oneself.
What do you think about this suggestion?
I'm sorry, mate. I'm not there yet. So maybe one day. Alas, I must continue the old-fashioned way, but not to worry. This method is still quite successfully getting me close to the end. I only have 10 pages left to complete, and I think I'll give myself 2 minutes for the last few portraits remaining each in order to finish with style and grace, you know, adding a little bit of that additional quality. So, let's get to it. And finally, I am almost at the finish line. I can't actually believe it. I've sat throughout this entire day thinking that maybe I'm not going to be able to do this, but 500 portraits in a single day. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with a little bit of extra time left for me to actually detail each and single one of these last few remaining portraits. And it is exciting. Look at all these boys. And with all this work behind me, I can say this was a worthwhile challenge indeed.
It is 11 p.m. and it is your final page and final portrait. And
Oh wow.
you demolished this challenge. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. I feel like I've actually managed to overcome my perfectionism obsession. And not only that, but I've learned a lot. It feels like I've had a comprehensive learning experience and I've upped my drawing level just by sitting down for this many hours and drawing this much. Which is the reason that we are not going to stop here. No. Here, we present to you the final portrait. Please.